Hello students and welcome to the video class of the chapter complex number. This is first lecture of the complex number. Before that we should do Brahmanad. Om Shanti 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 Spasta. Dear students, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is complex number. Actually, what is complex number? Complex number is the mixing of a real number and imaginary number. Complex number is the mixing of, that is complex number is mixing of, that is a real number plus imaginary number. Real number plus imaginary number. This is the complex number. We know about real number, and what is, now the question is, what is imaginary number? We know solution of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. This is introduction part. This is introduction part. This is introduction. Now what is imaginary number? Imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. The square root of negative real numbers is called imaginary numbers. The square root of negative real numbers are called imaginary number. For example, square root of minus 2, this is imaginary number. Square root of minus 3, this is imaginary number. Square root of minus 4, this is imaginary number. Square root of minus 3 by 2 is also imaginary number. So, the square root of negative real number is called imaginary number. Now, what is imaginary units? Imaginary units. Swiss mathematician Euler solved x square is equal to what? X square is equal to minus 1, or x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Swiss mathematician Euler, Swiss mathematician Euler introduced the symbol for imaginary units. The symbol for imaginary units. Imaginary unit, that is iota, read as iota. iota means imaginary, means imaginary. He denoted root over minus 1 is equal to iota I. Root over minus 1 is equal to I. According to this is iota. Root over minus 1 is rated iota. I means the full form of I means iota. This is called imaginary unity. So imaginary unit is iota I. Now express the following imaginary number in terms of imaginary units. Express question. Express the following in terms of imaginary units. Imaginary units. Number 1, square root of minus 2. Square root of minus 2. So square root of minus 2 is what? Square root of minus 2 we can write 2 into minus 1. So answer is what? Square root of minus 2, this can be written as what? This can be written as 2 into root over square root of what? Square root of 2 into minus 1, or this can be written as root 2 into root over minus 1. So this is root 2 and this is I. Or we can easily write for negative sign put I and take root over. Root 2, the value is unknown here, so root 2I. Another example, suppose square root of what? Minus 4. For negative sign put I and taking root over 4, that is 2, that is equal to what? This is question number 2, 2I. Clear? Similarly, for third question, root over minus 5. For negative, this is I and this is root 5I. This is answer. These are the expression of the complex imaginary number in terms of imaginary unit. Now higher integral power of I. What is higher integral power of I? Now higher integral power of I. We know I is equal to square root of minus 1. I square is equal to, that implies I square is equal to what? Minus 1. I to the power q is equal to I square into I. So this is minus 1. For this it is what? Minus 1 into I. So this is minus I. I to the power 4th is equal to I square whole square minus 1 whole square, that is 1. I to the power 5 is equal to I 4th into I. This is for 1 into I. This is I. I to the power 6 is equal to I 4th into I square. I 4th means 1 into minus 1 minus 1. I to the power 7 is equal to what? I 4th into I cube. I 4th means what? 1. I cube means minus 1. So this is minus 1. Minus I. this is what? Minus I. This is minus I. Minus I. I to the power 8 is equal to I fourth whole square. I fourth means what? 1 square, that is 1. Similarly, I to the power 8 is equal to I to the 9 is equal to I to the 8 into I. So this is I to the 8 means what? 1 into I. 1 into I, that is I. I to the power 10 is equal to I to the power 8 into I square. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. I to the power 11. I to the power 11 is equal to what? I to the power 11. I to the 11, that is I fourth whole square, or I to the power 8 into I cube. That is 1 into minus I. This is minus I. I to the power 12 means what? I to the power 4 whole cube. That is 1 cube 1. So the keys are I to the power 0 is equal to 1. I square is equal to minus 1. IQ is equal to what? Minus I. These are the required. This box is required for solving the powers of I. In general, mark it. I fourth is equal to 1. I to the power 8 is equal to 1. I to the power 12 is equal to 1. So, in general, that is generally I to the power, generally I to the power 4n is equal to 1. Number 2, I to the power, where n belongs to n, I to the power 4n plus k is equal to I to the power k, where n k belongs to natural number and k less than and k less than and k less than 4. K less than 4. Now some questions related to this concept. Simplify I to the power what? Some larger power, larger number. I to the, simplify the following. We know I to the power 4n is equal to 1. We know I to the power 4n is equal to 1, and I to the power 4n plus k is equal to I to the power k, where k is the remainder dividing the power. What? K is a remainder, k less than 4. So, according to this concept, first solution of first question, I to the power 234. First divide by, this is multiple of 4, so divide by 4, 234 divide by 4. This 5, 4 5 are 20, and this is 3, and this is 4. Then the remainder is what? And this is 4, 8 are 32. The remainder is 2. So this can be written as what? I to the power 4 into 58 plus 2. This is I to the power 4n plus 2 means k is equal to I to the power k. So this is equal to what? This is 4n, 4 into n, this is k. So k is here 2. So I to the power 4n means what? 4n plus 2 means k. I to the power 2. So I square is equal to, we know that is I square is equal to minus 1. Now the solution of second question, question number 2, I to the power 332. Again divide by 4, 3, 3, 2 divide by 4, 32, and this is 1, and this is 2, this is 2, 4 3 is a 12, remainder 0. So this is what I to the power 4 into 83 plus remainder 0. So I to the power 0 is equal to 1. Now solution of third bit, that is 7 to 1. Now solution 1 complete, solution 2 complete. Now solution 3. Solution 3 is what? Solution of 3. Solution of 3, I to the power for third, that is solution of 3, I to the power 721. Same process, 721 divided by 4, 4 1s are 4, and this is 3, this is 2, 4 8 32, and this is what? 32. So this is remainder is what? That is, and this is what? 0. This is what we put 18 here, 320, that is 321, and this is what? 320. So remainder is 1. So this is what? The remainder is the I to the power. This is I to the power 4 n plus k. We can write directly, that is k, I to the power k. So remainder is what? Write the remainder as I to the power. So this is equal to remainder 1. So I to the power 1. Okay. For any case, divide by 4 and write the remainder, or you can write this step I to the power what? 4 into 180 plus 1 is k. So I to the power k. Or you can put directly the remainder I to the power 1 means what? I. This is solution of question number 3. Now solution of question number 4. Solution of question number 4. Solution of question number 4, that is I to the power 3 to 4. So 3 to 4 divided by 4, that is what? 41 perhaps, that is 81, 4 8 32, and this is what? 4 1s are 4, that is what? Remainder 0, remainder 0. So this is I to the power 0, I to the power 0 is equal to 1. This is the simplification of the higher power of I. Now some questions. Evaluate the following. Solution of question number 1. Solution of question number 1. I square plus I to the power 4 plus I to the power 6 plus I to the power 8. Now take common I square, or put I square is equal to what? I square is equal to minus 1. I fourth is equal to what? I fourth is equal to plus 1. This is what? I square, and this is what? Plus 1. Because 6 divided by 4, 4 1s are 4, remainder is what? 2. So this is I square. So this is minus 1 plus 1 cancel. I square is equal to minus 1 plus 1, this is equal to 0. Second, solution of question number 2. Solution of question number 1 is complete. Now complete question, solution of question number 2, that is I to the power 5 plus I to the power 6 plus I to the power 7 plus I to the power 8. So lowest, take lowest or common, I to the power 5 common, this is 1 plus I square plus I cube. So I to the power 5 1 plus I square means minus 1, I cube means minus I. So plus I minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 goes cancel, I to the 5 into 0 is equal to 0. Now solution of question number 3. What is the solution of question number 3? Solution of the question number 3, that is solution of question number 3. Solution of question number 3, I to the power 3 1 plus I to the power 3 plus I to the power 3 5 plus I to the 3 7. Take this is I to the power 3 1 common for simplification. So this is 1 plus this is I square. This is I square plus this is what? I fourth to the power 4, I to the power what? 6. I to the power 6. We know that is I to the power here 3 1 plus I square means what? Minus 1. I fourth means plus 1. I 6 means I square. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel here. That is I to the power 3 1 I square means minus 1 cancel. So I to the power 3 1 into 0 is equal to 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. What is the observation here? The difference between the powers of I remain constant. This is difference is 2, this difference is 2, so this difference is 2. And number of term is 4. Here number of term is what? Here number of term is 4. যদি number of term 4 থিব 8 থিব 12 থিব ଆଉ difference power equal থিব তো value always 0 হবো। ଏଇଠି ଦେଖ difference 1 difference, this is 1 difference, this is 0, number of terms is 4. Here also the answer is 0. Here the difference is 2 and number of term is 4. In general we can write the general formula, that is general formula based on this question. I to the power, that is what? Easy question, some question 1 mark question. Then we will write general formula. I to the power 3 plus I to the power 4 plus I to the power 5 plus I to the power 6 plus I to the power 7 dot up to 200 terms. The value is dash. The value is dash. The value is, this is question, the value is 0. The value is 0 because 4 terms becomes 0. The last number of terms is what? 200 term. So 200 term means we can divide into which group? That is 50 groups. That is 4 up to 50 groups. 4 terms 0, 1 sum of 4 terms 0. Like this 40 zeros are here. So 0 0 0. Now if the number of term is divided by 4 and the powers of I are in equidistant or equispaced, then its value is 0. So in general, that is in general, I to the power n plus I to the power n plus difference d plus I plus another difference d plus I plus n plus 3d up to 4n factors, 4n or 4k factors up to 4m factors, means the factor divisible by 4 is equal to 0. Here d is the difference. Here d is difference. n plus d, difference d, 2d d, difference d, difference d. So if the difference of the powers are equal and the number of terms is divisible by multiple of 4, that is divisible by 4, its answer is always 0. Its answer is always 0. Now some questions. Next question, evaluate I to the power 19 plus I to the power 1 by I to the power whole to the power 25 whole square. Find its value. Now I to the solution is I to the power 19 plus 1 by I whole to the power 25 whole square. Now divide 19 by 4, so remainder is what? 3. So this is I cube, because 19 divided by 4, that is 4, 4 the 16 and remainder is 3, so this is I cube, and 1 by, and this is I to the 25 means 25 divided by 4, that is remainder is 1, so this is I whole square. We know I square is I cube is equal to what? You should remember that is I square is equal to minus 1, IQ is equal to what? I square is equal to minus I. I square is equal to minus 1 and I square is IQ is minus I. So put here minus I, that is what? Minus I plus 1 by I whole square. This is equal to what? This is equal to, this is rough work. So this is equal to what? Minus I square plus 1 divided by I whole square, and minus I square, that is what? That is minus of minus 1 plus 1 divided by I whole square, that is 2 by I whole square, that is 4 by I square. So 4 by I square means minus 1. So this is minus 4. This is the answer. Now complex number. Complex numbers. This set of complex numbers is denoted by the set of complex numbers is denoted by like design C, capital C, design C. This is set of complex number. Okay, this is set of complex number. This is set of complex number. Bold this. And the number complex number is generally denoted by small z, and the complex numbers are denoted by small z. Now definition, standard form of the complex number. Standard form of the complex number. Standard form of the complex number. The numbers which are in the form of a plus I into b, where a comma b belongs to set of real number and I is imaginary unity and I is imaginary unit is called the complex number, is called a complex number. complex number. It is, here note, the form a plus ib is called standard form of complex number. Complex number, standard form of the complex number. Now examples of the complex number. Examples of the complex number. Examples of the complex number. Examples of complex number. Complex number. Suppose z is equal to 3 plus 2y. 2y I plus 3 plus I2, same 3 plus 2y, or we can write here, that is short, 3 plus I into 2, both are equal. Okay, now z is equal to 7, this is complex number, this is also complex number, because 7 means what? 7 plus 0 into I. This is example 1, example 2 and example 3. Z is equal to 5i. Z is equal to 5i. This can be written as what? So this can be 0 plus 5 into I. So that is, this is purely real. This is what? Purely real. This is purely real and this is purely imaginary. Purely imaginary. So set of real number, that is R, subset of set of complex number C. The largest set is what? C. Now, what is a real part of the complex number and what is imaginary part of the complex number? A real part and imaginary part of the complex numbers. Let z is equal to a plus ib be a real number, then a real part of z is denoted by RE, means real part of z is equal to the first pre from I here a, and the imaginary part of z is denoted by IM. Z, imaginary part of z is equal to b. I is not written here because this is imaginary part of b. So some example, write the real part and imaginary part of number 1. Suppose this is z1 is equal to 3 minus 2y. Number 2, z is equal to minus 6i. Number 3, z is equal to minus 5. And number 4, z is equal to minus 2 minus 3i. Minus 2. So a real part solution. A real part of z1, that is 3, imaginary part of z1 minus 2 or real part of z1, here 0 is, that is equal to z is equal to what? Here z is equal to, we can write z is equal to 0 minus 6i. So real part of z is equal to 0, imaginary part of z is equal to what? Minus 6. Here z is written as z is equal to, we can write minus 5, 0 into I. So real part of z is equal to what? Real part of z is equal to minus 5, imaginary part of z is equal to 0, and this is last one is real part of z is equal to, real part of this is z1, this is, suppose this is z2 and this is z3 and this is z4. So real z2 is equal like this, so this is z2 and this is z2, and this is z3 and this is z3. So real part of z4 is equal to minus 2, imaginary part of z4 is equal to minus 3. This is the identify the real part and imaginary part of the complex number. Now purely real and purely imaginary number. If z is a complex number, if z is a complex number, then z is purely real if imaginary part of z is equal to 0. Example, z is equal to suppose 5. This is purely real number. Here imaginary part of z is equal to 0. First one is. Second one, z is purely imaginary, if a real part of z is equal to 0. For example, z is equal to suppose 8i, z is equal to 8i, we can write here, that is here for this case z is equal to what? 5 plus 0 into I. So imaginary part is 0, this is also written 0 plus 8i, this is real part of z is equal to 0, and the number is what? The complex number, that is 8i. Here real part absent, so it is purely imaginary. In example 1, imaginary part absent, so it is purely real. If imaginary part absent, then we can say it is purely real. If real part absent, then we can say it is purely imaginary. Again, if a real part absent, then the complex number is purely imaginary. If imaginary part of complex number absent, then it is purely real. Okay. Now equality of complex numbers. Two complex numbers z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id are said to be equal if a real part of z1 is equal to real part of z2 and imaginary part of z1 is equal to imaginary part of z2, that is a plus ib is equal to c plus id, then a is equal to c, b is equal to d. This is the equality of the two complex numbers. Clear? Note, order property does not obey the complex numbers. Complex numbers does not do not obey the order property. Order property means we cannot say which complex number is greater than and which is less than. So, example, which is greater among 2 plus 3i and 50 plus 100i. So answer is, this is question. So answer is cannot be decided because complex number does not obey the order property. Complex numbers do not obey the order property. Now, problem based on equality of complex numbers. One question based on equality of complex number, find x and y if x minus 1 plus 2y into I is equal to 5x plus x minus y into I. Solution x minus 1 plus 2y I is equal to 5x plus 6 minus y into I. So, real part is equal to real part, that is x minus 1 is equal to 5x and 2y is equal to 6 minus y, that is minus 4x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by 4. Here 2y plus y, that is 3y is equal to 6, y is equal to 2. This is the values of x and y. Now algebra of complex number. Algebra of complex numbers. Algebra of complex numbers. Algebra of complex numbers. Algebra of complex number, that is number 1 addition, number 2 multiplication, subtraction, number 2 subtraction, number 3 multiplication, number 4 division, that is quotient. These are algebra of complex numbers. Now let's go discuss about addition and subtraction. In next video we'll discuss multiplication and division. In this video we'll discuss addition and subtraction of the complex number. Addition of complex numbers. Let Z1 is equal to A plus IB, Z2 is equal to C plus ID. Then the addition Z1 plus Z2 is equal to, add real parts So A plus C plus I into B plus I into B, that is Z1 plus Z2 is equal to A plus C plus I common B plus D. This is addition. Now subtraction of the complex number. Subtraction of complex number, and then example is what this. Now example for addition, adds. Example question 1, add 3 plus 2y and 5 minus 6i. Solution, let Z1 is equal to 3 plus 2y, Z2 is equal to 5 minus 6i. Now Z1 plus Z2 is equal to 3 plus 2y plus 5 minus 6i, that is equal to 3 plus 5 8, 2y minus 6i, that is minus 4i. This is Z1 plus Z2. Now subtraction of the complex number. Subtraction of the complex number. Subtraction of the complex number. Subtraction of the complex numbers. Subtraction of the complex number. If Z1 and Z2 are two complex numbers, let Z1 is equal to A plus IB, Z2 is equal to C plus ID. Then the subtraction Z1 minus Z2, that is equal to A minus C plus I into B minus, and Z2 minus Z1 is equal to what? Z2 C minus A plus I into D minus B, or we can write here, that is what? I minus what? D minus B. This is subtraction, that is subtract real part and subtract imaginary part. This is the concept. Now some questions regarding to subtraction. Subtract 3 minus 2i from 6 plus 4i. Solution, 6 plus 4i minus 3 minus 2i. So this is 6 plus 4i minus 3 plus 2i, that is 6 minus 3 means 3 plus 6i plus 6i. Clear? Now properties of addition of complex numbers. Number 1, closure property in addition. Number 1, closure property in addition. Actually closure property means what? Operation of particular elements of a set, the result is also lie on the sets. Here addition of two complex number is here complex number is another complex number. So this is called closures. If take any two elements of the complex number, then add the addition is the result is also a complex number. Thus this property is called closure property. That is, let Z1 comma Z2 belongs to set of complex number, that is C, capital C. That is Z1, Z2 are complex numbers. That is Z1 and Z2 are two complex numbers. Then z1 plus z2, the result z1 plus z2 also belongs to that complex number C, set of complex number C. That is z1 plus z2 is also a complex number. A complex number. This property is called closed property. Now second property, commutative property in addition. Commutative property in addition. Commutative property in addition. Here if z1 and z2 are two complex numbers, then z1 plus z2 is also equal to z2 plus z1. This is commutative property. Now third one is associative property. Associative property. This is, for commutative 2 elements are required, but for associative 3 elements are required. Let z1, z2, z3 are be 3 complex numbers, 3 complex numbers, then z1 plus z2 plus z3 bracket is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3. This is commutative property. Now existence of identity in complex number sets. Now fourth one is existence of identity. Now fourth one is existence of identity. Existence of identity. Fourth property is existence of additive identity. Actually, what is identity? Additive identity means a complex number plus another complex number is equal to that complex number. Suppose, that is, let z be a complex number then there exists another complex number complex number 0 such that z plus 0 is equal to 0 plus z is equal to z plus 0 is equal to z is equal to 0 plus z, where 0 is called additive identity on set of complex number capital C. Now existence of additive inverse. Fifth property is existence of additive inverse. Fifth one is existence of additive inverse. Let z is a complex number. What is additive inverse? Additive inverse means a complex number plus another complex number gives the identity value 0. So let z be a complex number and there exists another complex number, another complex number minus z such that z plus minus z is equal to 0 is equal to minus z plus z. Here minus z is called additive inverse of z, and z is called additive inverse of this is inverse of minus z. Now an example, what is the additive inverse of 2 plus 3i? One example, what is additive inverse of 2 plus 3i? What is the additive inverse of 2, suppose 2 minus 3i, suppose. What is the additive inverse of 2 minus 3i? So solution is additive inverse of 2 minus 3i is minus of 2 minus 3i or minus 2 plus 3i. This is answer. Now note subtraction of complex numbers. Subtraction of complex numbers is neither commutative nor associative. This is the first, that is algebra of the complex number, that is discussed here, that is addition and subtraction and properties. Then in next video we will discuss the multiplication and division and its property. After completion property, we will do some problems related to the algebra of complex number. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.